Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Demo Jam for April 15th, 2021. My name is Jeff Gross, and I'm a Salesforce MVP. I do this thing every month with my friends Joshua Hoskins and Amanda Perkins. That would actually be Amanda Nelson. I know lots of Amandas, but I have lots of favorite Amandas. Amanda, Joshua, how are you guys doing today?
Fantastic, Jeff. Great to be here. It's sunny where Amanda is. She's back home, it looks like.
I
Working
am.
from
Yes,
Florida.
last month I was hanging out in Joshua's home state of Florida, so it is nice to be back here in Connecticut. The beauty of being a digital nomad during pandemic.
We miss you. We miss you. How are you, Jeff?
I am well. I had snow yesterday, but things are going away now, so it's looking like spring, so I'm happy. And, you know, spring, it's a time for new things. And hey, we're here to talk today about customer service apps. Some of them you may know, some of them you may have never heard of before, but we want to bring it to you today. So, everybody in the audience, you can follow along live on Twitter. You look for that hashtag DemoJam. So, today's participants include Talkdesk, Aon2, Ada, Akoonu, Avaya, and Interaction Studio Connector from Salesforce Labs. We had a lot of A's going on in there today, so we didn't get them all to do, we figured it would be a little hard to get some companies to change their names to do all A's, but all is well. But you know what? For a demo jam to go off without a hitch, we've got to have some rules. So Joshua, what are the rules of a demo jam?
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Rules are the same. 3 minutes for each Demo Jam contestant. I almost forgot them. 3 minutes for each Demo Jam contestant, 0 slides, 1 winner. That 1 winner will have bragging rights for today's demo and be the healthy owner of a brand new trophy, which will be shipped to them shortly after they give their acceptance speech.
They are beautiful. They are nice. Everybody's competing for it. And you know what? You who are watching on YouTube, stick around to the end, find out how to vote for the one you feel did the best today. So, Joshua, should we kick it off?
Yes, let's do that.
Without any further ado, I want to introduce today Ada. Ada is an automation-first AI chatbot that acts as the front line for all your customer experiences, empowering businesses to provide personalized experiences at scale. From SaaS to fintech to e-commerce, companies are using the Ada plus Salesforce combination to build best-in-class mix of automation and live agents. So, Yogi, I've got you here today to show us exactly what Ada can do. So, Yogi, are you ready?
I am, Jeff.
Well, let's get it started then. Good luck to you. Your 3 minutes begins now.
Thanks, Jeff. At Ada, we prefer showing versus telling, so I'm going to jump right into the demo. Let's assume for this example, my name is Carlton Banks. I'm a customer of AdaPay. I'm on the website. I'm looking for some information like my billing details. I can't find it, so I decide to speak to an expert who lives inside of Salesforce. I have to click on this button, fill in this form. I hit start chatting. It may or may not take me a few minutes to get connected to a live agent. And once I get connected, I say, hey, I need my billing details. Now, once this chat reaches a Salesforce agent, it opens up here. I'd have to go to my contacts view page, copy the address, and then send it over to them. This entire process takes up a lot of time, and the resolution at the end of the day is just a simple inquiry being resolved. Now, let me show you what it looks like with Ada in action. So now I'm on the same website, but instead I have an Ada logo at the bottom. If I go ahead and refresh, because I'm logged into the website, Ada knows who I am and shows me a personalized greeting message here. It says, hey, Carlton, I can help you find the information that you need. I can start the conversation by hitting Let's Chat, and I'll be greeted with this message. The bot introduces itself, and it's going to show me a few quick replies to get the information that I need very quickly. If I click Retrieve Billing Information, Ada is going to connect to Salesforce using APIs and pull all of this information for me. So we're eliminating the concept of waiting times. We're eliminating the need to even be escalated to a live agent in this case. I have all the information I need, and I can self-serve. Now, if I go ahead and tell the bot that this is what I was looking for, it can also transition from a support motion to a sales motion. It's going to tell me that it has a few product recommendations for me based on my history with this company. If I go ahead and click Let's check them out, Ada is going to show me these tailored recommendations in this carousel. I can look at these recommendations, and if I like any of them, I can hit select. What Ada is going to do now is it's going to take all of this information about my account and my interest in this product and push it as a lead into Salesforce. So if I go back to my Salesforce tab, and if I go to leads and I hit refresh, you can see a new lead has popped up for Carlton Banks, who's interested in the Platinum Travel Card and is in the entertainment industry. Another thing that Ada is doing is it's giving me an option to either wait 2 to 3 days, for the registration of this card to be completed, or I can chat with a sales expert right away. Let's see what that live agent looks like. If I go ahead and chat now, Ada can very seamlessly escalate me to a live agent. If I go back to Salesforce, I'll see that a new chat has opened up. The agent has access to the entire transcript of the conversation Carlton's had with the bot and knows that I'm interested in the card. So I can just go ahead and say, hey, let's get you set up without having to ask Carlton a lot of repetitive questions. And these messages will flow back and forth between Carlton and the live agent very seamlessly. I guess that's the end of my demo.
That is right at time, but here, Yogi, I gotta say, I I like what I see. So, first off, agents can't be there all the time, and so being able to serve when it's most convenient for the customers, and building it directly into there, knowing who they are, and covering both the support process as well as the sales process, and being able to dive into information in Salesforce, other systems, revealing it inside of there, giving them options, making it so they don't have to think of exactly what utterances they have to put out there to be able to get help. Fantastic. And then the tie-in back to, hey, let's create a new lead in there. Let's see the entire history of what's going on. It makes it so much better and beneficial for the agents on the other end of it. So awesome stuff. I like it.
Thank you, Jeff.
Amanda, what do we have for a question for Yogi today?
Yes, great demo. I see that there are some questions coming in. The question is, how easy is it to set up this integration with Salesforce?
Yeah, that's a great question. The idea at Ada is to take away all of the complications that come along with integrating with different systems. We have a native and out-of-the-box integration with Salesforce. So if I just switch over to this other tab, you can set up your Salesforce Live agent and your integration with Salesforce. All you really need to do is provide your username, a security token, and the subdomain, and the connection is complete. So it takes maybe all of 5 or 10 seconds to set this up. And you can take this a step further. Jeff, I think you described it really well. Think of Ada as your best support agent being available to your customers 24/7. And you can scale this across geographies as well. So Ada can be deployed across multiple languages just by a hit of by flipping a few switches in the back end. And all of the content that you saw could be translated to, I don't know, French or Spanish or German or whatever language your customers speak as well.
Yeah, Yogi, I actually checked out your website and wow, over 100 languages. That's fantastic. So this is definitely international flavored and can help all the time. So awesome job on the demo. I appreciate it. You got in right there at the 3-minute mark. Good job, Yogi. Good luck on the voting when it comes up here. I'm going to hand it over to Joshua. Who have we got next?
Thanks, Jeff. Well, keeping with the A's, we've got Aon2. Aon2, simply put, is Salesforce, and it's a Salesforce app, and it provides automatic case time tracking to help improve agent productivity while increasing customer satisfaction. Simply, that's it. But I can't wait to see this demo. Lenny, are you out there?
Yes. Hey, Joshua, I'm here.
Hey, how are you? Let's see what you can do for us in 3 minutes or less. The time is yours. Good luck.
Thanks, Joshua. So yes, Aon2 helps service managers track the actual time their agents spend working on cases. So I'm working on this case right now in the console, and the my for component on the top right, right here, basically displays my handle time for this case for today. So the total time I spent, and we also have the option to track additional tasks or activities. We call them timing categories to see how much time each of those tasks take, and then we can analyze what has been done on this case better. So Unity automatically identifies the case that I work on within the console. So as soon as I switch to another case, the timer from the previous case will stop, and the timer for the newly selected case will start. And this keeps our metrics very accurate, of course. And it also makes it very easy for the agents to work with, because they don't really need to do much. They don't need to stop and start anything. It just tracks the time for them. We do have an option to manually stop and adjust the timer if that's required. So time is tracked separately for every agent. And it's very easy for us to come right to the case and look at the user effort and group effort components and see how much time every agent or group spent on the case. So again, kind of get an impression of the effort that's put into resolving this. I talked a bit about time tracking on cases, but you want to actually track additional things, stuff that's not necessarily related to specific cases, but more like a workday tasks or items. So I can just come here to the Akoonu widget, and I can click the Add Activity button to add time for breaks, meetings, and training. And this would go into my daily work log. And I also see a message that actually tells me how much time I have unaccounted for. And I know how much time I need to add. Maybe a quick look at the data. So Akoonu tracks time on daily level, and this is a workday for a specific agent for a specific date. We have basic things like login and logout times and shift durations, which are very useful, but we also track the entire workday duration in Salesforce. So we actually can see the online time, so how much time somebody was online in Salesforce, and their active time, so the time that we're actually engaged in resolving cases versus just idle. We integrate natively with Omni, so we can see the time the agent spent in each status, how much time they're available versus busy, and we can also calculate the time that we're actually not in Omni, which is very useful. And we of course see a breakdown of all the time that was spent on case categories, and of course the breakdown of the time on each case, which is very useful to analyze agent performance on a given date. And Akoonu is obviously a native app, so everything is available in the standard Salesforce reports and dashboards. We can summarize time by account, case, and so on, but you can really make it yours and create summaries based on what you need to improve performance.
Amazing. Definitely under 3 minutes. All of that is so amazing. I was counting the number of times that you said time. Ironically, if I had a quarter, I'd probably have $5 right now. But that's because time is so important. A lot of people, if this were a sales demo, a lot of people say time is money, but I actually say that time is success. I mean, I work with a group of individuals, and it's very important for me to understand time spent on a case as a key performance indicator, because that means that maybe some individuals may be struggling, and it's time for me to jump in and be able to provide support. So all of this is really great. I love how you tied it in with the dashboards, and you're also monitoring just the comprehensiveness of the Salesforce of the agent and their day and where they're spending the time. The unique integration into omnichannel, that being native, just makes it so much more easier for administrators and Salesforce admin to basically have one place where they look for everything. So this has been really, really great to see. Thank you so much for sharing it with us today. Amanda, do we have any questions out there for Lenny?
We sure do. The question is, how does Aon 2 integrate with omnichannel and chat?
So that's a good question. Thanks. Basically, with omnichannel, we integrate natively, so we can track how much time somebody is spending in each omnichannel status, and we can also calculate how much time they're available on the workday versus how much time they're not logged into Omni, which is useful to have the performance. And with chat, we can actually track the chat time on a specific case and then compare it to the time they spent on chat versus the time they spent doing work afterwards. So we can really analyze, where time goes, more spent with the customer on the chat, or more kind of doing the tasks that follow the chat.
Awesome. Thank you very much for sharing. Great job. Best of luck on the demo jam today. Stick around. You'll be asked to vote just momentarily. Jeff, I think we're going to keep on going with the A's, are we?
We are. We're going to go for Akoonu for pipeline reviews. These guys change the game for inspecting and managing opportunity pipelines. Give give sales reps, managers, and executives quick access to the powerful views that provide all the data and insights in one place, so that they can stop the typical guesswork, frustration, and hey, We all need a few less spreadsheets going around and let people focus on winning more deals. And in the house with us, we have another Salesforce MVP. Megan Hyman is here. She is an Akoonu evangelist. And hey, Megan, are you ready for a demo jam today?
I'm ready, but today I am not Megan. I am Pat. I am the VP of Sales.
Well, you
And I'm
fooled
sitting
me.
back
Okay,
yes.
fine.
So
Your 3 minutes begins now.
All right. Well, I just got back from a week away, and this dashboard does not tell me the key information I want to know, which is what has changed since I've been gone. But thankfully, my Salesforce admin has installed Akoonu for pipeline reviews since I've been gone, and I can have the key insights I need. So I like to use the pipeline flow view to look at my first key value, which is visibility. But I don't care just about what happened this quarter. I want to know what's happened just in the last 7 days. And so my song for this is Show Me Something Good. Oh, great. I can see a bunch of new deals came in, which is fantastic. 2 big deals won, a bunch of deals pushed out. Don't love to see that. Want to dig into that later. My second key Akoonu value is trust. And my theme song for that is Who You Gonna Call? Ghostbusters. And the reason for this is because I need to trust my data, especially going into those key executive team meetings. To do this, I'm going to go ahead and look at Emily, who's a new account executive, to make sure that the data that in here I can trust and to give her additional support. I can see this Burlington deal looks pretty good. It's following the sales process. I like to see that. But there's a new deal coming up that's fairly large that it looks like she needs some extra support. So I'm going to go ahead and flag that for review. There's also an additional deal coming up soon to close that I really want her and Tim to go over in the next one-on-one. So we're going to ask for some support for that. Speaking of Tim and I have some things that we're focusing on, which is getting to my third Akoonu value, which is focus. And my theme song for this is Eye of the Tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. And in this case, I'm going to group by our key goal, which is increasing our services revenue. And so when Tim and I do our pipeline inspection, we're going to use this that our Salesforce admin has set up to go ahead and flag some additional deals for review, as well as be able to launch our existing custom flows and Lightning components right here in the app. This is why we care about visibility, trust, and focus. It just works on all of your historical data, and this is Akoonu for pipeline reviews.
Wow, I had to get myself off video and mute there because you came in under time, but wow. I tell you what, so pipelines are tough to understand in the sense that things are continually changing and you have to adapt to what's going on here. Where are the deals? Where did my pipeline go? All of a sudden it went down by $2 million. Well, where did that go? And being able to go in here, excuse me, and see the green arrows, the red arrows, the disclosure triangles, everything that you have in there, as well as the visibility to flagging a particular deal and then resorting it and seeing the data in amazing ways that your typical list views make it challenging. So you definitely layer value on top of that. And I got to give you some, we don't have points here, but I do have to give you a few points for the fact that you actually did include a little bit of music in it too. So you made it entertaining as well. So good job, Pat, I guess. And, we could go
Yes.
back to Megan too, but good job, Pat. So fantastic. I want to see Amanda. What have we got for an audience question?
Yes, that was a great demo. I've seen this demo once before and I loved it. So it was great to see. And I think before you had a little more time. So it was great to see how you chopped it down. Awesome job. And I love the confetti. The question from the audience, how much work does it take to set up Akoonu to start using it?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, one of the benefits of this is it actually works out of the box on all of your existing historical data. So it really just works and gives you those immediate insights. But it also have all the configuration that is needed by enterprises, including multi-currency, custom fiscal years. It really just inherits the setup that you have. And it's fantastic for admins because they can click to configure. So really, folks really love the ability to both set it up quickly, but also customize it for enterprises.
Nice job. And, hey, I see Mike there. I got my eye on you, just like Roz. So good to see you, Megan. Thanks so much for the demo today. Great job. I'm going to hand it over to Joshua for our next contestant.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. And Amanda's a great a great lip reader. I was trying to say, yay, confetti! All about the confetti recently. But yes, coming up, we've got Avaya. So Avaya is defining what's next for the future of work with innovation and partnerships that deliver game-changing business benefits. Their cloud communication solutions and multi-cloud, public, private, and hybrid applications in the ecosystem power personalized, intelligent, and yet effortless customer and employee experience to help achieve strategic ambitions and desired outcomes. Together with Salesforce, Avaya is committed to helping grow your business by delivering experiences that matter. And with that, we've got Austin, who's joining us to show us just what the future of work is from Avaya's perspective. Austin, are you out there?
I am. Thank you for the introduction, Joshua. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay.
We can. Your 3 minutes starts now. Over to you. Good luck.
Thank you. So here we're using Avaya Cloud CPaaS, which stands for Communication Platform as a Service, APIs to automatically log call information into Salesforce. Today, this specific application is meant to be a post-call survey or after-call work, where the users are typically meant to stay on the line and answer questions about their experience today. And then we also have a platform for them to, upload or speak a comment about their experience, which will be automatically uploaded to Salesforce with the scores that they provide. The advantage we have at Avaya Cloud, Avaya One Cloud CPaaS specifically, is that we can easily integrate into enterprise solutions or on-premises infrastructure. So if there are any telephony folks out there, things like PSTN transfers, SIP trunking, all that sort of stuff, we integrate web APIs from Avaya One Cloud into those systems very easily. But instead, for this demo, I'm just going to call into the survey directly to demonstrate what this would be, and then we can view it on Salesforce. So I'm using my cell phone here.
Thank you for participating in the survey about your experience today. How would you rate your overall experience today on a scale of 0 to 9, with 0 being very poor and 9 being very good?
6.
On a scale of 0 to 9, with 0 being not at all likely and 9 being extremely likely, how likely is it that you would recommend Avaya One Cloud to a trusted colleague?
9.
Please leave a message of any other concerns or comments you have about your experience today.
My agent was very helpful and I am satisfied. Thank you. So I just ended the call and we can move over to Salesforce now. As you can see, there is a case that's automatically been created based on the survey that I just completed. And then we have these custom fields in here automatically uploaded via Salesforce APIs. And I'll hover over them here. We have the recommendation score. I said 9 to begin with, and then satisfaction score was 6. We have a live transcription of what I said into the message at the end, but we also have a sentiment analysis on what that message was. And then so from here, we could do some, more complex things based on this information, such as, raise a flag if there is a big discrepancy between satisfaction score and sentiment score. For example, if I said that my satisfaction score was 1, but for some reason the AI analyzed what I said as a good sentiment and gave it a 10, we might want a human to be involved and actually review what the person said. So by that, we also have the recording at the end of that call uploaded as an MP3, which I can click here and automatically play through whatever media player is on the computer. I don't think anybody could hear that since it's playing through my system, but the agent has all this, or the Salesforce user has all this information available to them via Avaya One Cloud CPaaS APIs, and then also using Salesforce APIs to upload them into case records automatically. And that's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Definitely under time. That's a lot to say. Avaya APIs for CPaaS, but you know what? One of the things that I have a soft spot for is it's for CTI, computer telephony integration. And the reason why I love it is because I do believe, and it is true, that it provides enormous efficiencies for call center operations or for people who are focused on customer service. And even just your demo there today, it was really a different experience. When I call into IVRs, I'm really focused on, sometimes I get asked like, would you like to hang on for a survey? But actually being able to respond with numbers and also being able to respond with a voice and have all of that inside of Salesforce for sentiment analysis and also reporting is just a bonus for anyone who's managing a high volume call center to be able to do that at scale. So thank you so much for your demo today. It really does show that you are thinking about what the future of work means for call centers and other people who use telephony communication. Amanda, what questions do we have out there for Avaya?
Yes, great demo, and I love this. Your space is very cool too. So the question is, how easy was it to use Salesforce APIs with CPaaS APIs?
So for this application specifically, I use JS Force, which is a Node.js library provided by Salesforce. Avaya One Cloud CPaaS also has a Node.js library. So using those two together, I could do it all in the same application code, which saves development time and infrastructure costs, and just kind of makes everything easier and more, documentation, everything in the same place. So both great things to work with. It made it pretty easy and quick.
Awesome. Thank you so much, developer. Awesome job. This is a very valuable experience to anyone who uses computer telephony integration. Jeff, I think we're breaking the trend, man. We're breaking the trend.
Here we go. We've got 2 more to go. So everybody stick around, keep watching the video. Next up, I've got Talkdesk. Talkdesk was born in the cloud and is 100% native, cloud native contact center solution for innovative enterprises. They combine enterprise grade telephony and technology with consumer simplicity. Talkdesk easily adapts to the evolving needs of teams with deep integrations to Service Cloud and Sales Cloud and all the other clouds, really. So everything that you need to know about Talkdesk. I got Kevin Pearson here today. Kevin, how you doing? Oh, Kevin, I don't hear
you. You may be
here.
on mute.
Yes.
That is the sentence of last year.
I am wonderful. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. I seeing Michael Scott here, I can't wait to see where we're going with this. So Kevin, we hear you now. Let's have your 3 minutes begin now.
Great. Welcome, everybody. I am Michael Scott, formerly of Dunder Mifflin. Now I work at Smart Tech, and I operate a contact center, and my big initiative is an electronics trade-in program. Think of iPhones and Androids. And as you can see, I've rehired some of my old colleagues to help with this program. Since we've implemented Talkdesk, I realized that a complex and unpredictable day is so much easier to handle. And I want to drive you through my typical day using the Salesforce and Talkdesk environment. Usually I start here, which is my team dashboard. And as you can see, I can grab a number of really great KPIs and details around how the contact center has been performing, including my H performance, as well as tracking the volumes of calls that have been pumping through our organization. From there, I usually go on to the Salesforce Talkdesk Live dashboard. And as you can see, I will never leave Salesforce through this experience, making things just so much easier for me. So in the live dashboard I'm managing in the moment, I can see service levels as well as maybe some improvements we need to make on abandon times, and also jump right into calls. And as you can see here, I can see in progress or in status calls, and I've got my old friend Dwight Schrute, who's been waiting for, gosh darn, 4 minutes. I think I need to help out, and this is what a typical contact center is like. I need to jump in and help facilitate this. Right from here, you can see that I know who the person is, where they're from, and the reason for their call. And I have to say, this is probably the biggest feature that my agents love, the ability to start with a welcoming greeting and exactly jumping into the heart of the matter. That makes me more productive, and I have many other goodies available in my Talkdesk call bar. I can pop and get to a screen contact, and I also can come in here and review some other Salesforce database tips. We're looking at things like last order, open order, as well as potential upsell plays. And at this moment, I might start talking to Dwight about Apple or Google Home devices that we have on sale. From here, I think I want to address one last really big feature that we have offered. Now that we have work at home agents, we really need to get our arms wrapped around quality management. We have an AI built scoring system that reviews both voice and screen recording. At that right here. And what this does is drive me into our wonderful quality management solution powered with AI knowledge. You'll see that I have the voice as well as a screen recording to scrub through, as well as the transcript for me to review, and ultimately the score delivered by AI. And it looks like we haven't done so well on this one, 20%. If I ever want to come back and review this manually, I can always edit the evaluation. And so as you can see, all right, that's the end of my demo.
You came right up to it, though. Wow. I can see that Dwight's not exactly the happiest on his CSAT, but you can do some amazing coaching from this. And that's actually where I want to start, because this ability to see the transcript, being able to scrub through, give coaching elements all the way through the entire call. And it's not just about what you hear, it's about seeing the screen and finding out, did they go to the knowledge base, all of the other things that are going to be important to being a good manager and helping coach your agents. This is fantastic, and I can see where Michael is going to be extremely helpful, I'll put it that way, in coaching his team, and being able to see that all of that within Salesforce is brilliant, so that you're not having to jump out into another system and figure out how to do your coaching. So nicely done, Kev. I think I want to hand it over to Amanda and see what we've got for an audience question today.
Yes, great job on that demo. The question is, does your quality management do screen and voice recording? And if so, how many monitors do you support?
I'm glad you asked that question, Amanda. Yes, as you can see, we do native screen recording, and we can handle up to a dual monitor environment. And might I also add that our Talkdesk call bar is the engine that is driving the screen recording. We embed it in the client, so there is no additional clients or services you need to enable within your operating system to do the screen recording.
That is so powerful, and especially with so many work from home folks and agents now, being able to coach when you're not face to face, that's fantastic. So nice job. Well done. You know what? I can't pick favorites, but I like what I saw. So good job, Kevin. I want to give it over to Joshua for our last demo of the day.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. All right, folks, bringing it home. So our last demo jam of the day will be a Salesforce Lab demo jam. If you don't know what a Salesforce Lab demo jam, Salesforce Lab AppExchange is a package, you want to check out the AppExchange, and they are packages that are built by Salesforce employees, which is like super cool. So last we have the Interaction Studio Connector by Salesforce Labs. And what this is it's an app that basically combines in-depth behavioral analytics and advanced machine learning with data from existing sources. Interaction Studio empowers businesses to gain comprehensive views of each one of their customers and prospects. With the Interaction Studio connector for Sales and Service Cloud, it empowers your agents to have the same up-to-date insights that you can leverage in marketing. How about that? So today we've got Isan with us, and he's going to show us just how to do all of that. I want to see insights in 3 minutes or less. Isan, are you out there?
Sure, yeah.
All right, over to you. Your 3 minutes starts now. Good luck.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Ehsan. I built the Interaction Studio connector for Sales and Service Cloud. Interaction Studio is a feature of Marketing Cloud that listens for consumer behaviors across all touchpoints and responds in milliseconds to create Einstein-powered personalized experiences. Today, we are going to show how a service or a sales agent can benefit from the real-time insights that Interaction Studio provides. First, this is a record of Susie in Sales Cloud. Actually, I placed a Lightning component that our managed package delivers and set to show product recommendations. We could show things like blog articles or promotions, but today is just product recommendations. These recommendations are powered by Interaction Studio, Einstein recipes that allow a marketer to configure ingredients like trending now, collaborative filtering, and cross-sell. Susie has done a little browsing on the site, but hasn't ever logged in. Because of that, recommendations are pretty generic in here. Now Susie backs to the website. She look around, browse, and look at some products. For example, this shoe, and she wants to know more about this product, so she tries to call the call agent. While she's on the call, the agent asks her to sign up for coupons. So she will do that. That switches her anonymity with no. As a result, instantly recommendations are available in CRM. If Susie continues to browse around, even when she's on the phone, the call center agent has access to the best recommendation. So let's say while she's on the call, Susie is going to ask or click on this product. And while she's still on the call, if the agent just refresh the page, so it could actually shows the custom recommendations that the Susie was looking at. There are a lot of opportunities to bring web and mobile engagement back to your agents. For the service agent, maybe a recommended knowledge-based article is best. How would you use this in your role? Thank you for your time and the opportunity to share.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Isan. You know, it really is very important for everyone to be aligned and have information available at their fingertips, the right time and the right place. So the demo that you showed today clearly shows that wherever the customer is, the information is available in the CRM, which is most important in getting that 360-degree view of the customer and their actions to be more successful and deliver exceptional customer service. So thank you so much for that demo. Amanda, what questions out there do we have from the audience?
Yes, a great demo. The question is, how long does it take to set up?
Yeah, good question. If Interaction Studio is already live, this only takes about 15 minutes. Install the package, configure the authentication, and then configure the Lightning component, and that's it.
Awesome.
Easy.
Easy peasy. All right. Thank you so much, Isan. Really appreciate your demo. And that's it, folks. That was awesome, right? Great group of people.
5 demos. We had some fun today. But you know what time it is, Joshua?
No, can't imagine.
It's voting time.
Oh,
Let's
that
see
thing.
that voting slide.
Oh, right. That piece.
That thing. There you go. So voting is now open. Now, the big rule here is if you work for any of these companies, you can't vote for that company. You can vote for somebody else if you want, but we don't let any votes in from the same company. And the winner is going to be announced on Friday, April 16th. That's tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern on Twitter. And you can follow along. Hey, you got to be following the AppExchange on Twitter because there is a bunch of stuff that you're going to learn from doing that if you're not already following them. And you got the hashtag Demo Jam, which is where you learn more about this and you put your questions out there. And what, Amanda, what else can they do out there on Twitter? I mean, this is something that's been going on for a long time. And Oh, I'm not gonna reveal a secret that about the AppExchange on Twitter, but nonetheless, there are lots of people who are out there watching AppExchange on Twitter, learning from it. What else is going on, Amanda?
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to say who has anything to do with being behind the AppExchange handle, except Appy, obviously.
But they are very funny. Appy is incredibly funny. Makes me laugh all the time.
She is.
She's amazing.
And she's doing her Appy dance right now as you're out voting. So make sure you go ahead and vote. And you can see all these apps on appdemojam.com. So head over there to check out these apps, look at their listings, go ahead and watch a demo or install. And that's pretty much it. Can't wait to see who wins.
Appy is also fantastic. I love it. There's a ton of puns with Appy. It's always creativity. Love it.
Entertaining over the years. And by the way, Amanda, you should know this offhand. How old is Appy now?
Oh, she just turned 4 on March 30th, actually.
She is so young. And
happy birthday!
Yeah,
look,
exactly. That's good to see her. And to think for all that time before it, we didn't have Appy, and so the AppExchange was, you know, friendless. No, not friendless. Not at all. We had friends in the environment all the time, but it's great having Appy. So everybody, it's time to go out and vote. You've got until 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Amanda, why don't you roll us out here?
Thanks for joining today, everyone. Check out appdemojam.com for all of these apps, and we will see you same time, same place next month. Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.